is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am here with Chef Teddy Corrado in the commissa, I guess it's the prep kitchen.
This is my sneaky test kitchen, because everyone has test kitchens now, right?
And we're at the Drake 150, downtown Toronto. And what are we going to be making today, Teddy?
So we're making White Bolognese, and we're going to be doing an extruded bucatini for the noodle. And compared to like a normal pasta dough, which would be really like pliable and it would like come together like a dough, for extruding pasta it's got to be like really dry and crumbly.
All right.
So like when you squeeze it, there's enough moisture in there for it to stick together, but it just like nice clean crack.
Okay.
Is what you're looking for. And I went with the extruder because I think like as a chef you get kind of bored of making the same pastas all the time, right? Like you can only do so much with, you know, your traditional roller. It's always going to be like spaghetti or linguine or pappardelle kind of thing. So we got some cool dyes and fancy machine so we can make, what do we got? We got our torchetti here, which is on the menu right now. We do like a rabbit pasta with this. It's like this conch looking shape. We got this is like a little spirally, it's called gemelli. And this guy, our rigatoni. So it lets me like, you know, play with like traditional shapes that I normally couldn't make.
And you make all of your own pasta here?
We make everything here.
Fantastic.
Yes, including our pasta. So in the hopper here, we've got our nice crumbly dough, and I'm gonna turn it on right now. Alright. So it's just kneading right now. So normally I can put my flour and my water in here and let it knead, but then it's gonna need like about a half an hour to rest. So I did that in advance here, and it's all ready to go.
Fantastic.
I don't have to do a thing. And then we get our fresh bucatini noodles. This is way more exciting than your tagliatelle, right? Right, and they got the little hole in there. Hence the bucatini part. Nice. Right? So this is something you would never be able to do by hand, right?
How many portions of this do you have to make up in any one night?
Right now we're going through, I don't know, 24, a couple dozen orders.
Right, okay, so this is almost a special right now.
This is special, yeah. Like I said, it's going on our next menu. But, you know, like a 1 kilo batch will get me about 30 orders.
Okay.
Right, and this thing holds up to 3 kilos, so, you know, we can bang out a couple days worth of noodles in one session.
Is that a special type of dough that you're using there?
And it's all semolina and water.
Right.
There's no egg in this particular batch. But we've played with like a couple other types of doughs. We're doing like a buckwheat dough. I know John, our executive Sue, has been playing with like a gluten-free dough, so we can offer that.
And you think the bucatini is best suited to this white bolognese?
Yeah, it coats really nicely, the sauce. We're gonna get to that once we get a few orders done here.
We're gonna be making a white bolognese. What does that entail?
So, we got all our ingredients here. So this is my like playful version on bolognese, right? Bolognese classically is ground beef, tomato sauce, over tagliatelle. We're doing a white version. So I've got ground veal and ground pork, sort of equal parts. We're gonna start to brown that. Then we're gonna add our onions, our carrots, our leeks, and a little bit of garlic. This isn't to scale.
Okay.
Because that would be crazy. We're gonna sweat that off, and then we're gonna add a little bit, we're gonna deglaze with some white wine, and we're gonna add our pork stock.
Pork stock.
And then that is just gonna cook right down, braise the meat so it gets nice and soft and tender, and then just act as like a nice coating. It's not a heavy sauce, obviously, it's really light, but it's just gonna coat the noodle.
When you're on the line, how long does it take to put each one of these dishes together?
So what we do here, because we make this in large batches, we do it on our big tilt skillet. We'll start browning the meat, getting a bit of color. Then we add our onions, our carrots, our leeks, and a little bit of garlic. Sweat those down. Then we're going to deglaze with our white wine. Add our pork stock. Add some aromatics, some fresh bay leaf, some thyme, and some marjoram. And we're just going to let that cook down until all the pork stock is sort of reduced. I'd say by like 75%.
Right.
So
and how long does
right
that
down.
take in your big skillet?
That takes us about like a good 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Right, just like a really low simmer.
And
right?
if one were to be making this dish at home,
I would do it the exact same way.
yeah,
I'd
but
get
just
it
on
in
a smaller
pot,
scale.
just on a smaller scale, right? You're doing it in a little rondeau or a little frying pan. Just brown your meat, throw everything in, enough liquid to sort of, you know, maybe cover all your ingredients, plus, I don't know, a centimeter, and then you just want that to cook down, just so it's enough that you got a little bit of liquid left in the pan, and it's just coating all the meat. Because then afterwards, you're gonna blanch your pasta. You're gonna get a pan going. You're gonna throw in a little bit of olive oil. You'll throw in your sort of bolognese mixture that you've done ahead of time. Cook your pasta, and you're throwing that into the pan. Toss. I throw a nub of butter into everything. Finish it with some fresh herbs, some fresh Parmesan, and you're good to go.
Chef Teddy Corrado at the Drake 150, thank you for allowing us to spend some time in the kitchen with you today.
Anytime, brother.